This little video series is called Dying Dar's Way, Radically Real Spiels at the End of Life. I'm here again with my friend Barbara Fox, and we have been talking about the blessings, really truly the blessings of illness and even terminal illness. And Barbara's going to start.
So any serious illness causes you to think about the possibility that we are all going to die, and it helps you appreciate the days that you have left. And so there's a kind of secret fraternity or sorority among those of us who have either experienced it or our spouses have experienced it. You could call it the Carpe Diem fraternity, right? Because we know that the serious illness was a blessing and that we are appreciating each day more. It also gives us a chance to get more in touch with ourselves, whatever our faith is. For me, that faith is Christianity, and it helps us at the end of life to grow closer to our God. In my husband's case, he had some favorite sayings. One of this was from Romans 8:26, and it's a saying that even though he was a very good prayer, a person who prayed, he sometimes didn't know what to say. And so his favorite verse was Romans 8:26. The Spirit helps us in our weakness, for we do not know how to pray as we ought. But that very Spirit intercedes with sighs too deep for words. And so his grandson, Nate, made this as a plaque for him, which we had in the nursing home when he died. And we had it on the board, and it helped us remember that prayer at the end of life or when you're sick, you don't have to know how to pray.
Could I respond to that? This is totally spontaneous, mind you. I'm not very good at praying. Mm-hmm. I've got one prayer that I do on a daily basis. Mm-hmm. It goes like this: what do you want me to do today? And every once in a while it goes like this: don't give me any more to do today. But when I'm not knowing how to pray as I ought, mm-hmm. I've got this universal response. I sing the alphabet song. I kid you not. I sing the alphabet song to God, and I say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, etc. And I just say, okay, you got all the working parts now. Just rearrange them however they're supposed to be.
That's a
so
wonderful,
childlike.
That's a wonderful spontaneous thing. Another easy thing to do is just to open the book of Psalms and read any psalm through. So when my husband was going through surgery, I would start with Psalm 1 and read through hours until I got to Psalm 150. And sometimes I would just write one verse down just as a calming method. And the other thing that calmed me was the psalm that I was required to memorize in 5th grade, which is Psalm 121, the one that begins, I will lift up my eyes to the hills from whence cometh my Lord. My help cometh from the Lord who made heaven and earth. And it ends with, he will not suffer thy foot to be moved. Behold, he will be that with thy going out and thy coming in, henceforth even forevermore. And so if you have these memory verses, whether they're from the Bible or from the alphabet song or from E.E. Cummings, right, or from T.S. Eliot, Distracted from Distraction, if you have these memory verses in your head, you can bring them to help you in these times. And so once you've had this serious illness, you know that you need stuff in your head. And so maybe you put it there for the next time.
Well, it's nice to have a few things on the shelf that you can just pull down, because for me, it's not a time of creativity and generation anymore, which my life was all about, creativity and generation. And now I've got a reference shelf back there.
But as we've talked, people at the end of life become more of what they were. More of what they are.
Yes, we remain intensely in character.
And so you are remaining intensely in character by doing these videos,
yeah,
right?
That's
right?
true.
Yeah. So that's wonderful. That's wonderful. I think it's so important, the work that you're doing, Dora. I'm so happy, and we are all blessed by your work. So thank you.
Well, I feel like the lucky one.
You
Thanks.
Are. Mm-hmm.